Hey guys, THUNDERSTUD here, and we are revisiting D Heroes. They're actually making a legitimate comeback thanks to a new skill and a couple of new boss monsters. That's really all that's changed. As you can see in the main deck, these are all cards you're familiar with, except for Allure of Darkness. We now have it as an actual card, not just a skill. It is limited to one, but think of it as just another Destiny draw where you're banishing the monster instead of destroying it. So it doesn't vibe as well with something like Celestial, but it's still a really good card for this deck because all our monsters are dark. Very, very cool. It's mostly the skill. The skill gives you a free poly and a free malicious in the graveyard, so that's really crazy. All you have to do is normal summon a D hero to do it. What are you polying? You're getting Dystopia. Now, Dystopia will do a bit of damage. You target a level 4 in the graveyard, you do half its attack as damage. But when its attack, Dystopia itself, 2800, is not its original 2800, you can use a quick effect, destroy, target a card on the field, destroy it, then you become your original attack. Whatever your attack was, that wasn't original. So, think of it as your first turn play, and you even have the skill to provide even further a crutch that will change its attack. It'll give it 200 attack, and then you're ready to go in the first turn. You'll see that in the replays. And then we also got a Link monster who takes 2 heroes. Essentially, when a hero is summoned to a zone this card points to, it's straight up and down. You target a poly, a fusion, or a change quick play in your graveyard. Add it to your hand. When this card's destroyed by battle, you get a special summon a hero monster from your hand. Pretty good. So we use it to recycle the 1 poly we get from outside of our deck from the skill. You'll see in the replays, very core plays, very good first turn plays. And then we have the second turn plays of just mask change, drill dart, swinging, going through all the Ankis, all that great stuff, guys. So, they have a really consistent and good first turn play now. You can disrupt your opponent. You can even pile on Mystical Space Typhoons and Book of Moons and have some really decent first turn plays and some unfair second turn plays with mask change. So it's all going to be way, way clearer in the replays. So I hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching. Alright, here we are going first against Varus. So what used to be a very weak turn for D heroes, the first turn actually turns into a very good turn, and then you still have the unfair second turn plays, especially when you have a handful of monsters. It's going to be real useful. We got to normal summon a D hero though, so we normal summon Drill Dark and Malicious. We're going to go into Wonder Driver from those two. That's going to let us bring Malicious right back out. Now we just use our skill. That's going to toss Malicious in the graveyard, but more importantly, give us a poly. We're going to use that poly for the Malicious and the Celestial. That gives us our Dystopia. We summon it in the right position where Wonder Driver is pointing, and that's going to give us a search, or not a search, but the poly. The 1 poly from outside of our deck is back, so we get a second fusion. We set a Book of Moon, we did a bit of damage, and now we use the other half of our skill, the 200 to all monsters 8 or higher. He's 3k. We have a quick effect of destruction. We wait to use it on his launcher. We're going to bounce his launcher, very important card for rockets. We lose that 200, but obviously we get an instance of disruption, and it works. So we normal summon our Celestial. He's going to hit us with a Treacherous. Don't know why he didn't kill our Wonder Driver, but it's not a big deal. Now we can use Celestial again, banish 1, get a mask change and a Decider. We can poly a Wonder Driver and the Decider into Adoration. Swing with the Adoration, that's 1100. Now we mask change into Anki, and that's going to be lethal thanks to Dystopia's effect of 800. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Yuya going first. You're noticing a lot of the replays are going first. I could have saved a bunch of replays where we're just winning the duel with mask change facing a set monster, but we have good first turn plays now, so you're really seeing the depth and the change of the D heroes. And you're noticing it's when I have 3 heroes, and especially a Drill Dart, because you're able to normal summon and get a Link monster immediately out. Now, ideally, you don't want one of the 3 heroes to be Malicious. You want to just get the Malicious from the skill, and that way you're able to bring out both Malicious from your deck. But it's not a huge deal. You can still wind up with a Dystopia by using your own malicious. Just that extra malicious would leave an extra monster on the field. Objectively better, but not a huge deal. So we get our Poly back, we get our Mystical Space Typhoon. It's just crazy. We get 2 fusions in a deck that doesn't run Poly. So pretty nice. We Mystical Space Typhoon 1 scale. He goes with another scale, goes with a second scale. That one gets destroyed by its own effect. Goes with a Time Breaker. We're going to destroy that one with our Quick Play Dystopia effect. And now all he can do is Monster Reborn our own Malicious and Kamikaze before the Scoop as a tip of the hat, I guess. And then Scoops. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are going first against a... Can I think of his name? Odeon. Couldn't think of his name there for a moment. So we have D-Draw. It is just called Destiny Draw. So we're gonna destroy Celestial or throw it to the graveyard. And then we normal summon Decider. We use Decider's effect because we're gonna go pretty far. We bring out the Malicious from our deck. That's going to let us Link Summon into Wonder Driver. Now we can get that Poly. Can't bring any more Malicious out since it's in our hand, but we can use the Poly for a Dystopia nonetheless. And now we have our Wonder Driver recycling the 1 Poly. Our skill using Dystopia to gain 200 attack. And then this is just a sick first turn play on top of great second turn Destiny Hero plays. Now we're facing Time Lords and a lot of back row. We use Dystopia to destroy the middle part of his back row. He does 2,000 with the Time Lord, not a huge deal. We get a Mystical Space Typhoon, we hit that back row. We normal summon Decider, now we use Celestial. Look at that, we hit Debunk before he's able to negate the Celestial. And then we draw into another Mystical Space Typhoon, so really unlucky for that guy. We get a Counter Gate. We're going to immediately Mask Change our D hero. Now he can swing over that Time Lord. We do have another Mask Change, but we don't want to use it yet, just in case he has a way to disrupt our field with another Time Lord, and he does with a 4K Time Lord. So it's good we saved our D hero. We're not going to take any damage from his effect. Thanks to Decider, you can negate the damage and add him to your hand. Very good Decider card. We get another Mystical Space Typhoon, which is going to be huge versus this Trap User Odeon. Then we get Anki out once again. He's got a Sphere Boy, so we don't get the cheap and easy swing. But this monster too will return itself, and he's in pure top deck mode as he scoops. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing an Alexis. I think I accidentally misplay and lose this duel, but it's a really good first turn play, so we'll go ahead take a look at it anyway. So 3 monsters is essentially what you're looking at. You get 3 monsters in your hand, you're going to have a really good time, especially when one of them is Drill Dark. It's not necessarily needed, but for the optimal play it is to get your Link monster out quick. Here you could do it with Malicious, but you'll see. So we'll have an even bigger field. We go Wonder Driver into Malicious into Poly. And then we go boom, that's going to be Dystopia, so we're able to bring both Malicious out from our own deck. We set our Poly once again, we set our Mask Change. I accidentally used my Mask Change. We get lucky and drawn to 2 Mask Changes to do 3 attacks anyway, or it would have been 3 if I didn't blow in. But the point is the field, because with the skill adding the 3K to the Dystopia, it's a really good first turn play, guys. Great stuff. Alright, here we are facing a Crowler. We're going first. Gonna catch a rank up. Let's see what our boys got for us. Looks like a 30 card deck and this full Crowler over there. Really don't see that all too often. We have a Lure of Darkness. That's pretty good. We're gonna start with that. We could banish a Malicious and still be pretty good because we get the free Malicious from the skill. So then we go Book of Moon, Mystical Space Typhoon. We save our hero and our Mask Change, and then of course we're still just going to be able to dunk on them with old Drill Dark swinging, Mask Change swinging. We get our Poly and our other Malicious, or we're going to use it too, never mind. Because we can Dystopia destroy that monster, then we can double swing for lethal, and of course do a little bit of damage with Dystopia. So boom, that thing's gone. It was a 2K Gearbox, 1600, Mask Change into Anki, and finish the duel nice and easy. So yeah, Alert to Darkness is just a second Destiny draw, guys. Or, what is that? It's just Destiny Destruction, the other draw spell for Destiny Heroes. It just banishes instead of destroys. Same old thing, just costs you a monster. So, yeah, solid first turn plays. You already have full knowledge of what D Heroes do second turn. Now they have a solid first turn. I don't know if it'll keep them meta relevant, but if you've always been a D Hero fan, they are back in a big way thanks to this new skill. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.